The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Online Chapters Board meeting for January. This is Suzanne Koster speaking. Happy New Year to everyone. So we're going to go through the agenda kind of quickly. If you could just scroll down, Joanne. Thank you. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the December 2022 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're just looking for an approval of those minutes. Can I have a motion, please?
I have one comment. In the
Thank you.
list of names, there is, if you go up to the list of names, Bob Houle is also a BIVAB director, should have an asterisk after his name, both in the minutes and on here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll have that corrected for the December minutes. Anything else for the December minutes? Okay, can I have a motion to accept the minutes then from December with that one correction?
I make a motion, Joanne, to accept the minutes for December.
And thank you. Second the motion?
I'll second.
Thank you. Thank you, Javi.
I beat you to it.
Okay, if we can just keep scrolling down, Joanne. We're just going to have a last minute follow-up. This is just a reminder to all the volunteers that you do need to complete a 4-bit training session requirement for the online chapter, because we do have so many volunteers and we're really looking to get all the volunteers assigned. We'd like you to complete at least one of the 4-bits trainings by March 31st. There is one training out there already, and there will be another training posted for January. So if you'd go ahead and complete that, it would really start making our burden of keeping track of people out there. If you have any questions about how to do that or what's required of you, please just send an email right through the online chapter email site. So new business. Well, today I am the icebreaker. Each month we've had another one of our, the President's Committee give a little bit about themselves. So I'm Suzanne Koster. I began my journey with Better Investing in 1997 when I formed my investment club with some friends, and we just celebrated our 25th anniversary. I am very passionate about Better Investing's mission that anyone can learn to be a successful individual investor. And this last year, together with Kent DeYoung, we created, designed, and taught a new hands-on workshop at BINC 2022 called Beyond Beginner. I think it was very successful, and if we had to have another BINC, I hope that you can have an opportunity to attend. I am very passionate about tennis, and I play competitively on women's tennis teams. I'm a newer bridge player. I'm working very hard to master bidding, conventions, and card play. Here's a fun fact. I am a docent for the Municipal Arts Society in New York City, and I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. I am a New Yorker, and I spend 4 months each year in sunny, warm Florida, and I am just a short ride down the beach from Bob Hoole's seasonal home. So that's my fun facts about me. And so now we'll just go through any updates. I'm going to continue talking since satellites are up first. So we have 71 clubs in the online chapter with milestone anniversaries in fiscal year 2022-23. We have 35 clubs in a satellite, and the rest of the clubs are not in a satellite. We intend to send out club anniversary emails by January 15th to both satellite and non-satellite clubs. We will have our satellites then take care of those club visits, and then any club not in a satellite, we will ask volunteers both in our satellites and other volunteers to go ahead and take care of those club visits. The other thing we're going to try for this year, and one of our missions is to keep reaching out to our members, is for all clubs to be offered a club visit in fiscal year 2022-2023 that would like them. And that will be based on our volunteer manpower, and based on whether they're in a satellite or not, could be either in person or a virtual club visit. All of those emails will be sent via Interspire. I'll be working with Joanne Obata on exactly the wording, how they get sent out in the emails. Chris?
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
This is a very exciting month for us in the Education Committee because it's the first month in which we're changing up our open forum meetings. As you might remember, we have our open forum workshops on the third Wednesday of every odd month. So there is one coming up on January 18th. And we're planning to, first of all, we're asking people to register. So it'll be easier for us to send reminders and also to get a mailing list of people to market to for each workshop. But also we're going to try to live stream because Zoom does have that capacity to live stream the session both on Facebook and hopefully on YouTube. We're working the bugs out of that, but the main problem with the YouTube is that we don't currently have the login information for that. But I would, at the very least, like to be able to put the recordings up on the YouTube channel. So maybe Bob, you and I can work on that later. But otherwise, yeah, hopefully you can all join us on the 18th.
Thank you, Chris. Joanne, do you want to give an update on communications?
Okay. There's not a lot. We're still doing our monthly newsletter that Shriram's composing, and then we do a summary version that we send through Interspire and post the full version on the website. And then if there's any events that are coming up, so I'm not sure, Chris, do you want to send out a separate Interspire for the open forum?
I don't think that's necessary, but I'd take anyone's advice or thoughts on that.
So
we do send an email to the people who have attended in the past.
Okay. Other than that, we're good. I'm looking forward to finding some volunteers to help out, and then we'll be good to go.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. So if you see on the agenda here, we do have a list of volunteer jobs. We've worked pretty hard based on whether it's membership, education, or communication, where we could use volunteers. So if you're out there listening and you're thinking, wow, I could use another volunteer position, I'd like to take a look at them. I know other people that might like to get involved. Would you have a review of those volunteer jobs? One of the things that we really are looking for is our volunteers to kind of watch some of the educational webinars that already exist out there, whether they're from the individual chapters or they're on the Better Investing website, and sort of create a best of. And Joanne can get, I think it's, Chris can give you a better example of what it is she's looking for, but it would be kind of reviewing the video content that's already out there and sort of cataloging us and saying what's fresh, what's best of category, what's good for a beginner, intermediate, advanced. And you can imagine that's a lot of watching. So we will be looking for volunteers to go ahead and take on some of those jobs. If you're interested at all in any of those volunteer jobs that we have listed, or you know someone that might be, if you drop us a line, we would really appreciate that. We will be looking to reach out to people in the next month and ask if they take on some of these volunteer tasks that we've now identified. Well, at this point, we're going to go to open forum. So I will, you can open up your microphones, and if anyone has a question or comment, we'd be pleased to answer them.
Well, I'll just make a pitch for registration for the January 30th Stock Investing Made Easy webinar. You can find the information. It's out there. It's been in chapter chat. It's all over the place. It's on preferred procedure. And we're working on the ones for June, August, and October. The one in June is going to be on return on equity. That'll be, I believe, the 29th. So we've gotten pretty good response to them. And so if you want to check it out, we'd love to have you come.
Avi, will that reminder get sent to all of the members in each of the chapters, or how does that work for people to get notification of this?
I'm not sure how it's working within the online chapter. We've been sending out information for the various chapters to send out to their membership. So I know it's out there. I don't know if I probably should ask Bob because he would know what he had been doing in terms of the online chapter. But I could certainly forward to you one of the emails from one of the other chapters if you would like.
That would be great. Thank you, because we'd for sure like to make sure our members have the opportunity to register for that. That sounds like something very important.
We could include it in our monthly newsletter too.
Oh, that would be excellent. Okay.
Let me see if I can turn one up. I'll forward it to whomever.
Okay.
Yeah. Avi, does it list all of them or just the upcoming? The email.
Just the next one.
Okay.
I can give you all the dates if you'd like.
Now, when you you have to register separately for all of them, or can you register and be signed up for
Each one's a separate registration.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Hi, Jay. Are there any other comments or questions or anything else that someone would like to discuss out there?
I have an issue. This is Jack. I can't get access to the My iClub resources anymore.
Oh.
And it says
I think that we had to I believe that we had to renew them. And when I went to renew them, we had to pay. And then Bob said he was going to take care of it. So Jack, let me follow up with that, and I will get back with you this week. I'll just find out from Bob the status of that.
Okay, great.
Okay. And Jack, are you using it for document storage or?
Well, there's a bunch of documents there that I was looking at some, and that's where the links I was going to use to go look at the links to the surveys are in there somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
I was going to go look for them there. They may be someplace else, but that's where I was going to go look.
Okay.
As far as for us, we have not used the iClub at all.
Okay.
And we were not, Bob, doing the transition training, we were not being, it did not mention anything about iClub.
Okay, well, I do think that we're entitled to My iClub, and I know that Bob was working on how do we renew it without having to pay for it. So I will follow up with Bob on that, and I will make sure that I can get Jack access.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, I just noticed the Jean's not on the meeting, and I just saw an email from her. She said she needs a meeting link. I don't understand what.
Because I didn't have a meeting link either. I had to sign on as a guest, register as a guest. And I don't think Chris did either.
Yeah, well, the emails that we're automatically getting
Oh
from
yeah,
Bob
you're
are,
right.
I
Jean's
think, have us
name
as a guest.
somehow is not there anymore. That's weird. I feel like something got messed up. Okay, so let me, as for now, let me send her just a link so that she can get going.
Okay.
Let me see. How do I? Okay.
So Jay. Do I take minutes on this form? So where do you put that? Like Jack's, Suzanne's going to look into the My iClub for Jack.
Okay. Oh, can you send email to Jane?
Yes, I will.
Okay. All clubs off. Okay. Which item are we on?
Yeah. While we're doing that, Dan, do you have a quick update on the portfolio contest?
Jay, can I
make
you presenter while I email Jane?
So can I back for a second? The thing that Jack just mentioned, which item are we on? I'm so sorry, I joined late. Are we on number 2?
4.
Oh, we're in the open forum?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? So Jay, let's let Dan give his update. Okay, Dan, thank you.
Yes, the basic thing that I want to mention is that I have announced that people can make a one-time change in their portfolio, and the period of time to do that is ending on February 15th. It's or the Friday of the week of where February 15th falls. Maybe it's February 17th, but it's that Friday anyhow. Yes, it's the 17th, and people can make whatever changes they want in their portfolio. I have sent a notice to all of the contacts that I have for the portfolios. So every portfolio contact was informed at the very beginning of January.
Yep.
Thank you, Dan. And any other news on the portfolio contest besides the change? I know that we can, and you can sub out anything you want, or just 2 positions or 3 positions. I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, there is no restriction. The I guess there are a couple of implicit general rules. You can only do things that we can access through the Google retrieval system. And the other thing is it has to match in terms of dollar value. You can't, add new money. You can't subtract money. So if you sell something, you have to buy an equal amount. So that's the basic principle of it.
Okay, excellent. And I know you had a question or two, and I think those were the questions that came to you were all about changing out the stock positions. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Dan. Anything else that this is open forum? So anything else that the people out there in attendees or staff would like to talk about?
Just real quick, and as an FYI, the 4 people on the executive committee now have the email for and the dates of the remaining webinars for the consortium.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks, Avi. We'll make sure that gets both on our calendar in our monthly newsletter, and a notice gets sent out to the members of the online chapter.
I'm sorry, I'm not clear with that one. What is that?
So Avi was letting us know that on January 30th, there would be a webinar on stock investing made easy. It is about the preferred procedure, and he wanted to make sure that our members had an opportunity to register, and we will make sure that we include, so that notice gets sent out to all members. It's included in our monthly newsletter and included on our calendar.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Anything else on our, anything else for people out there on our open forum? Any questions we can answer? Any ideas you might have? Anybody want to volunteer?
Does Howard want to update us on his visits?
I'm not sure Howard's doing any club visits, but sure. If Howard's out there and has something to share with us, I'd love to hear it.
I haven't done any for the online chapter recently.
Okay. Thank you, Howard.
Howard, I'm interested in finding out, what do you do at the club visits? Do you give a presentation or observe and comment? How do you manage your club visits?
There's a copy of the contact letter. What we've been doing is just trying to contact the anniversary clubs to present their certificates. And on that contact letter, there are about 5 or 6 categories of topics that we'll do a brief educational presentation on, like club operations or treasurer concerns, or conducting effective meetings and doing a portfolio discussion. So we list those out, and we also have a spot for other, and the club can specify something else they might want a short educational presentation on. So that's kind of our educational part, but basically it's just to celebrate their club anniversary. And I heard earlier that you want to offer a club visit to all of the clubs in the online chapter, and you can alter that letter and take out the anniversary information and still offer those other topics for presentation. And like I said, other that they can specify something that they would like to talk about.
Thank you, Howard.
Club visits has been on my mind lately. I actually did one for one of the New Jersey chapter model clubs. I did a club visit at last week, and I think it's important because Better Investing is a community organization. We're built on relationships, whether we like it or not. That's who we are. And the way you form relationships is by getting out and talking to the members. And that's one of the reasons I think it's really important we do club visits. The second part of the puzzle is a lot of clubs fail early on because they're not getting the help they need. And I'm not a big fan of waiting for them to have a 5-year anniversary. I think we drastically reduce their odds of surviving if we wait that long. I would love to see the chapter try to, make club visits to all the 1 and 2 year clubs this year and actually target them. I think it's really important. I think we need to make sure that people who are forming the clubs with the idea that they want to learn how to do this are given the help to do that. And so I just think it's really important that we do focus somewhat on club visits.
But Avi, we do have a program for new clubs, not just 1 and 2 years old. The chapters
Up to 5
are now
years.
notified. Huh?
Up to 5 years, I know, but
Yeah.
again, I don't know that we can do all of them. I'd like to start with the 1 and 2 year clubs. But I really think we ought to see if we can pull a list and start contacting those clubs and see if we can get in the door and see what help they need. And I think each club visit's different. It depends on what the club wants or needs, and part of it is when you reach out to a club, asking them, what can we do to help?
Our
Whether
club
it's
needs
offer a
help.
class. Huh?
Our club needs help. Can you visit us, Avi?
Is it an online club? You mean
Yes,
online?
it's an online club.
Yes. Get a hold of me. I'll come do a club visit.
Okay.
Thank you, Avi. That's really a great suggestion. So I will add that to our list of contacts. We will isolate those clubs that are 1 and 2 years old, and we will offer them whatever support, not even just a club visit. Can we point them in the right direction? Can we help them with the website? Are there any other questions that they can ask, and we can personally maybe contact, just let them have a mentor even. So not even a club visit, but maybe a mentor that they could reach out to instead of having to just reach out to just BI.
Right. Absolutely.
That's a great suggestion. Okay, anything else out there that anyone else would like to share or speak? Did Jane finally make it in? No?
There's a Jane on there. I don't know if I saw Jane email.
Yes, it's me. I did finally make it in. I used, Chris sent me her link, so I used Chris's link and then changed my name so you know who it is. I also sent Chris' link to Bob, who does not have a link, so he may come in a minute or two.
That's weird.
Because I got the email from Bob.
Yeah, he's the organizer. I don't know what went wrong, what happened. I just looked. Bob's name is there. I just see somehow Jane got dropped. But yeah, I will double check, Jane. I want to make sure the future meetings, this is not happening.
Yeah, please just make sure I'm on the list, and then that should
Yes,
be
I do
fine.
see your name's not there. Weird. Okay, I will look. I will check.
I think Bob had a conflict until a little after 9 o'clock this evening.
Yeah,
Okay.
he emailed me saying that he'd fix things and he was trying to get in, and I sent him your link, so I'm sure he'll show up shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think our meeting is just about concluded, unless Jane, did you have something that you wanted to share with us?
Not particularly. I was just listening in today. Thanks.
Okay. So just as a reminder, our next meeting is Monday, February 6th. It will be at 8:30. We will make sure that everybody has the appropriate link. Our thought is to send it to not only the directors and the associate directors, but we would like our volunteers to be attending so they could listen in with hopes that they might become a little bit more involved. We are looking to make sure all the volunteers on our volunteer list do have assignments, and we will be working toward that in the next few weeks to make sure that everyone does.
Can I make a radical suggestion?
Yes.
I think that, we have an awful lot of members. Now, obviously, we can't have everybody attend the board meeting, but I think that, a chapter board should be transparent, and we should invite not just volunteers, but all the members in our area who want to come and share something with the board, want to hear what we're doing, have ideas. We should have the board meetings really should be open for
Okay.
anybody who's a member in our area to attend, and I think it should be in our newsletter, letting them know that and actually inviting them, not just letting them know, hey, if you want to, but actually, encouraging them to come and share with us their thoughts, what they would like to see the chapter do. We need to invite people in.
Okay. So we will, I'll make sure that in our membership portion for our newsletter, we have that. Now I believe you have to register, is that right, for these meetings? So we can
just register once. I'm going to fix that, and I'm going
Okay.
to fix just register once, and then in the future going forward, they can just modify. I'm sorry, attend.
Okay. All right. So we'll add that, and we'll add a link into our newsletter, and this way everyone that would like to attend our board meeting can certainly attend. I think that's excellent, Avi. How else will people know what we're doing if we don't invite them to hear what we're doing?
Can
And
I
you never
please,
know who'll get excited by something and want to, participate. You just really never know.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I hope you can hear me, even though I'm on this other link. But I had a suggestion about that, and what was it? It may have just gone completely out of my head. Oh, I know what it was. If you can send a reminder that comes out a few days before, if you just have the reminder on the same day, then people don't really know whether they're going to get it or not, and most webinars, you'll have a reminder that goes out a few days ahead, then 1 day ahead, and then on the day.
The way we set up is 1 day and 1 hour. I know Bob set up, because I'm so used to 1 day and 1 hour. And back last year, Bob did the 1 week before, and I got freaked out. So, oh my gosh, I have a meeting tomorrow. So then I realized, oh, it's 1 week before. Do you guys prefer 1 week before?
Yes.
1 week before 1 hour and
I
1
think
day?
1 week, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 hour. I think that
Okay, sure.
you can
Okay,
have
then
that
I can
reminder.
modify that. Okay.
Is that what you were asking, Jane?
Yes, pretty much, to have one that was 1 week, or it can be a few days or something, but not just on the day. That's too short a
No,
time.
yeah, we set up right now is 1 day before and 1 hour before.
Yeah,
I can add back the 1 week before. So
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you,
Good.
Jay.
yeah, we do have 2 volunteers, 3 volunteers. Should we open mic to them as well? See if they have any comments or questions.
Sure.
Okay. Albert is self-muted. Richard. Suzanne can go ahead and facilitate ask
Okay.
them. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I think that Jay
I
has unmuted everyone's microphone. So if any of the people who are just volunteers have anything they'd like to add or ask a question, please go ahead and you can unmute yourself and ask at this time. If not, then that's fine. Thank you for listening in. But we'll just wait a couple seconds to see if anyone else has a comment or question. Okay. Well, I think we're getting things done in an efficient amount of time. Thank you all for attending the meeting this evening. We will look forward to seeing you at our next meeting on February the 6th at 8:30. Please look for the notice 1 week, 1 day, and 1 hour in advance. If you have any comments or questions in the meanwhile, please go ahead and send us an email through the Better Investing website. I believe it's through membership or through president at the online chapter. You can go ahead and take a look and see. We probably should try to put that email in our agenda maybe so everyone can have a look if they would like to just and prefer send us an email.
Oh, and just a reminder, our next newsletter goes out next Wednesday. So if you have anything that needs to be included in the newsletter, we were asking people to get their information to Sriram today, and then he has time to edit and format, and then he sends it to me and I create the InnerSpire email. So anything that you want to be broadcast to the membership by next Wednesday, let me know.
Okay.
Avi, I will include your events or your event.
Thank you. Well, actually, it's an online chapter event. Bob signed you guys up as part of the consortium, so it's one of your events as well.
And then also I'm going to include the invitation for the board meeting to our membership.
Okay, great.
So I should I say open to all?
Yeah, actually, technically it is.
Okay.
They are all general members.
Okay.
If we review the bylaws, should be, yeah, the members should be the general members, the board, I think, right, Avi? They should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I believe the board meetings are supposed to be open to general members.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On that note, I am going to conclude this meeting. I believe that the minutes and the recording will be available probably within a day or so. Is that right? I think.
Jay?
Uh-huh.
Isla's not here. Oh, Isla is here.
Isla is here.
Okay, I'm not sure about the process, but yeah.
What's the question?
It was the minutes and the recording. If anyone wanted to hear the recording or listen to the minutes or read the minutes. Sorry.
Right. Once you adjourn the meeting, we can stop recording. But last time I cannot see under my account. Somehow it ended up it was on Bob's account. That part I kind of got confused. So he gave me the link last time.
Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. It'll be available in the next day or so. So you can have a look for that.
Right.
Okay. Can I have a motion to conclude our meeting, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening, everyone, and I will see you next month.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.